The violent the agitation which took place in Nepal, he said the same thing will happen now in our country.
Where does he say?
He says that it has to be inferred from the.
They may take the example.
Yes, they may
take it.
correct. They may take an example from them. I do not know how they came out. Nobody has imagined.
I am myself surprised. They might have taken it. They have come in floods, and I am myself surprised. This is what he says.
Let us not pick a particular sentence. We have to.
Therefore, read the complete sentence.
Yes, complete sentence.
He is expressing that this is not something which can be welcomed.
Yes.
This is something worrying. The lordships were pleased to read Gandhiji's speech. Lord, I would like, Lord, after my learned friend permits, the stark distinction, chalk and cheese distinction. Let us not, Lord, glorify, Lord,
No, that is
something
what.
which is completely anti-India with father of the nation.
Only particularly with reference to where he says, my death for the sake of the nation.
That your lordship knows the difference, my lord. The
That was only-
circumstances are different.
My
The
brother-
context is different.
My brother was referring to this
Yes,
was
yes,
the
but
last
that,
of
that
Gandhi.
not become tomorrow's
Gandhi.
headline
Gandhi.
that your lordships compared the petitioner with Mahatma Gandhi.
See, we are asking
Gandhiji
him.
never preached, my lord, any.
See, we asked him, this is what he has said. How do you compare this with that?
Correct, my lord, but your lordship will have to see the context before and after. That's the only thing, my lord, we
We
have.
are not concerned with what may come out elsewhere. Mr.
No, your lordship
Solicitor
are
General,
not.
we are making it very clear.
This health facade also, my lord, is manufactured and synthetic, my lord, social media facade. I don't wish to, my lord,
We don't go by,
legitimize it saying.
we will not go by
Your
what.
lordships are not going by it, my lord, but the attempts are being made. I don't want to legitimize it. And who is doing, etc. I don't wish to say that.
This is Mr. Mehta. We may.
I don't want to
We are not
trivialize
going
it.
into all that social media.
Now say, Mr. Solicitor, why you are trying to make out something ant out of molehill? Why do you want to do it?
It's not an end out of Bollywood, my lord. I have shown and I will again show, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, possibly, my lord, I could not persuade your lordships to see and read between the lines what he is saying, sitting at a place which is, my lord, a border state of China.
That you have
and
already
Pakistan.
You made that submission.
We have
Yes,
already
yes.
made that point clear. We have
Yes,
taken
my lord,
note
but
of
your lordships are only giving a different example.
We-
No comparison between the two, my lord.
You made that
Very clear.
submission. Detail. You made that submission.
Yes, my lord.
If you say that you don't ask any questions, we will not ask any.
No, your lordship's question.
All right. Now that, yes, all right. Please proceed, Mr.
This Gen Z who came out today, we have never seen even of their faces. Till today, the complaint of the Ladakhi people was that the youth never came to Anshan. They are not bothered. Only the elderly come. Everyone used to say that youth are selfish and they never come into the Anshan to sit. They came suddenly today, the youth below 25, we have seen only negligible participation from them. They came today like a flood. I do not know about Nepal, refers to Nepal's incident, and they may take an example from them. The violent the agitation which took place in Nepal, he said the same thing will happen now in our country.
Where does he say?
He says that it has to be inferred from the.
They may take the example.
Yes, they may
take it.
correct. They may take an example from them. I do not know how they came out. Nobody has imagined.
I am myself surprised. They might have taken it. They have come in floods, and I am myself surprised. This is what he says.
It's the instigation which he is giving by assuming that you you ignore this one, then come to the second one, which is severable under 5A. The government has no connection so and so with me. They have made a kind of outlaw. They do not want me to come to the talks. I am raising so and so. I can't say whether so and so. Kindly skip that. Kindly come to the third one. Taking this movement to do every village is not wrong. Mahatma Gandhi himself visited villages to understand people's concern. If it were wrong, then the promises that were made and not fulfilled would be wrong too. We appointed 5 people from each village to explain the movement and pursue our agenda through non-violent peaceful means. It is important to understand and protect people's rights. The arrival of large number of armed personnel in Ladakh is unfortunate. Kindly mark.
He says it is.
Deployment of the armed forces in Ladakh in such a sensitive area, it is unfortunate.
Yes.
Then he says, perhaps they believe it will be intimidate the people, but we are not afraid. Now it is time for the government to fulfill the demands sought by the people of Ladakh through the peaceful means. Many of our youth say that the peaceful methods have not secured our demands. What does it mean? He wants to convey peaceful demands.
The youth are saying. Youth
This
are
is,
saying.
many of our youth say that's what he projects and he
Yes.
conveys to the people.
He says, this is what they're trying to go. And this is what is worrying me. That is what he says.
That is not the intent here.
No,
Some youths have expressed willingness to take serious or violent steps and abandon Gandhian methods. That is worrying.
So that is worrying.
There's one sentence. Let us not pick a particular sentence. We have to.
Therefore, read the complete sentence.
Yes, complete sentence. We have to.
Yes. He is expressing that this is not something which can be welcomed.
Yes.
This is something worrying.
Yes, worrying.
If somebody expresses that the violent method
Yes.
is not the proper way, and if a
Yes.
group expresses such
Yes.
feel,
Yeah.
I am worried.
Yes.
So I am worried is the expression, that is what his expression.
He said this
I
should
am not worried.
That is a sentence. Then.
No, therefore, Mr. Atul, I have to take the entire sentence.
We have to see the entire text and context has to be
Yes,
seen.
therefore, you read it. Some people are abandoning the peaceful Gandhian way
Yes.
and are willing to tend to violent methods. This is worrying. This is not acceptable. The focus is on the first sentence that we are adopting Gandhian way. We are following Gandhian
Yes.
way. If somebody takes a departure from that way
Yes.
and somebody is going to some other way or adopting a violent way, that is worrying. So the focus is a departure from a non-violent Gandhian method where the protest is not by violence but a non-violent way. Departure from that is something worrying.
This is nothing. It's a hybrid expression. In a particular way, he says that yes, this is I say it's a Gandhi.
too much of reading into it.
Not too much
much
of
of
reading. This is the aftermath itself is sufficient to show that 4 people died, 161 were injured, and the entire area for so many days it affected. That alone is sufficient to show that the effect of this particular couple of statements or couple of the tweets. What more is recorded in a particular situation? Yes. Now kindly see the next one. The presence of armed personnel is creating anger and chaos among our youth and could lead to outcome like this soon in Nepal. About our security forces, he says that deployment, it will lead to a situation like Nepal. Several leaders have warned they might resort to so and so continue. If that happens, many leaders will not be able to escape responsibility. People are not intimidated by security forces, but if things worsen, serious consequences may follow. We can't pick one sentence from a particular entire text and we can't say that it is a Gandhian way of expressing.
How do you link it to 24/9?
24/9. This is the result of, on account of such tweets and so many things, it happened. Ultimately, it is the suspicion alone is sufficient to invoke the preventive detention. Here, not only this.
Suppose you had said,
Yes.
those people who are sitting along with him on a hunger strike,
Yes.
got inspired by his speech,
Yes.
got up from there, went and indulged in violence.
Yes.
That is all right.
Yes. That's what happened here.
That is not your case in the detention.
He was not fasting at home. If he wants to do, let him go and fast at his home. Nobody will object. He was sitting in a public place and
Fasting can't be done in a private place.
in a private place. It is not the case. He has done it in the public and
It is done. It's for only self-realization.
That is not the case here.
Difficult.
He is, and on account of it, please see the aftermath. You have to connect it. Ultimately, see, this is the assessment of the officer who is in charge of the situation, and on suspicion that these tweets were sufficient. The ground realities we can't analyze by sitting elsewhere. How it triggered, how the violence erupted, that alone could be assessed that can be assessed only by the concerned officer in charge. So there can be overlapping of public order, law and order, and ultimately it is the impact on the society as a whole by whatever the modes. That is the test. If the tempo of the community is likely to be affected or it has affected, that is sufficient.
In that, the detention order itself
Yes.
disclosed
Yes.
that it was preceded by certain incidents which he did,
Yes.
which he carried out, which was termed to be an act of gunda,
Yes.
an act of land grabber. They specifically stated that in their detention order. These are the acts which was committed.
In a particular situation. The principle is the commission or omission of a particular individual, especially the commission of certain acts. Certain things, if it happens or it's likely to happen, affecting the tempo of the life, that is the test and that can be taken as a basis and that would be the consideration to pass an order of detention. How the tempo of the life is affected or is likely to be affected, that has to be assessed only by the concerned officer who is in charge of the situation.